In a time far away in the land of ancient Japan, there was a legend. That name was Miyamoto Musashi. He was not just an ordinary samurai, he was unrivaled in the art of the sword and a profound philosopher. In this story, we will explore Musashi's extraordinary life and teachings that have influenced generations. The beginnings of a legend. Musashi's story begins in 1584, when he was born in the Japanese village of Miyamoto. However, his destiny seemed twisted from the start. His father, Munisai, was a samurai who was skilled in the art of the sword. However, his mother died when Musashi was very young, and he grew up without a mother to guide him. Musashi's early life was all about learning through experience. He grew up as a wild child, often getting involved in village fights and conflicts. More and more, however, he began to realize that this life would not take him far. It was a pivotal moment in his life when he decided to pick up a sword and become a samurai. Journey to greatness. Musashi embarked on a long journey to greatness in the sword arts. He traveled across the country, fought numerous duels, and continued to hone his skills. One of his unique characteristics was that he often fought with two swords, a technique known as Nito-ryu. One of his most famous fights was against Sasaki Kojiro, a famous swordsman. Musashi arrived late to this fight, walking casually while carrying a wooden sword he had cut from a water-carrying stick. He ended up defeating Kojiro in that epic battle with incredible skill and strategy. However, Musashi was not only an accomplished samurai in the sword arts, he was also a profound philosopher. His thinking was influenced by Stoic philosophy and Zen Buddhism. He taught the importance of acceptance of life, discipline, and emotional control. Acceptance of life. Musashi believed that acceptance was a form of discipline. For a samurai, acceptance is not a passive act, but a way to face reality at all times. Whether in a life-threatening dueling situation or a peaceful day of writing, he was always able to accept the situation calmly. This view does not only apply to samurai in life or death situations. It is a principle that can be applied in everyday life. For example, when our car suddenly breaks down on the way to an important meeting, our natural reaction might be to get frustrated and wonder why this happened. However, Musashi would suggest that we see it as a problem that needs to be solved, such as calling a tow truck or telling the person waiting for us. Avoiding regret. Musashi also taught the importance of keeping a clear mind. For him, regret only burdens the mind and inhibits discipline. This is different from guilt, which can help us improve future behavior. Regret is an emotional burden that only hinders self-development. Happiness does not depend on location. For Musashi, happiness does not depend on physical location. A happy existence has more to do with mindset and how we engage ourselves in life. Granted, a new place may give us temporary happiness, but true happiness comes from within. Focus on one thing. Musashi is a living example of how important focus is. He devoted his life to mastering the art of the sword, and this is one of the reasons he became unrivaled. This underscores the importance of focusing on one thing at a time to achieve great discipline and skill. Emotion management when parting. Musashi also teaches emotional management when parting ways. We all experience moments of separation in our lives, be it from friends, family, or material objects. Crying is normal, but Musashi reminds us not to let sadness stop us. Separation is a natural part of life. Avoiding envy. Musashi emphasizes the importance of avoiding envy. Envy will only distract from focus and self-development. We should avoid comparing ourselves to others and focus on our own journey to excellence. Conclusion. Miyamoto. Musashi is one of the greatest legends in samurai history. His life and profound teachings have provided inspiration to many. By understanding his principles of acceptance, emotion management, and focus, we can achieve superior self-discipline and develop as wiser individuals. Musashi taught that true happiness and excellence come from within us, and that focusing on one thing at a time is the key to mastering life. In a world full of distractions and social comparisons, Musashi's teachings remain relevant and beneficial to us all.